here. And, well, there's 5 of us. We will not be conducting any business, but we will be visiting about a few things. To begin with, since committee members are not here, we will have introductions, but I'm going to begin with staff. And the reason is I have a purpose for waiting on legislators to get here. So we will start on my right side on the end. Just tell who you are, if you would, please, and what department you work in.
Good morning, Mr. Chair, members of the committee. I'm Connor Hughes. I'm a KLRD fellow.
Good morning. My name is Elena Rudder, and I am a senior research analyst with Legislative Research. Also joining us will be Heather O'Hara from Legislative Research. She is doing a training in our office this morning, but she will be here tomorrow.
Hi, I'm Patty Mills, and I'm the committee assistant.
Good morning. I am Tamara Lawrence with the Office of Revisor of Statutes.
What is your official title? Is it Assistant Revisor?
My official title is Senior Assistant Revisor.
Senior Assistant. Okay. Now I've got that correct. And then the young man down there with the computers.
And I'm Masai Nolti with the Broadcasting Department.
Committee, without these individuals seated in front of me, the committee would not run very well at all. But they are all vital team members. And as was mentioned, we have another member from Legislative Research who's not with us today, but will be tomorrow and going forward. Now we will start with committee introductions, and we'll go for myself around the room clockwise. I am going to ask you, committee, to just name the counties, tell who you are, maybe your district number, what counties you actually represent. I'm just giving everyone a chance to think, because some of you it's one county, some of you it's multiple counties. But in any event, Virgil Peck, Senate District 15, which is in southeast Kansas. I live in Montgomery County, represent also Labette County, Neosho County, Chautauqua County, and Elk County. Vice Chairman Alley.
Thank you.
You might want to turn your mic on.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'm Larry Alley, Senate District 32, live in Winfield, Kansas. So we have Cowley County, Butler County, and then we go to Harper County and Sumner County. And well, I said Butler, not all of Butler, but we get half of it. So thank you.
And that is, I do want you to mention any partial counties that you represent as well. Senator Fagg? Oh, you're not here? All right. Senator Reichman.
Thank you, thank you, Mr. Chair. Senator Ron Reitman, Southwest Kansas from Meade. And I have a little more of a challenge. Remember my county since other people in here. Being in the southwest area where we're losing population, we have a few more. We got Seward County, that's where Liberal is. We got Meade, Clark, Gray, Ford, that's where Dodge City is, Hodgman, and then Haskell, they added on Haskell. So I have 7 counties, rural area, plenty of cattle, plenty of grain, ready for the egg committee. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Reichman. We will back up now to our late arriving member, Senator Fagg. I don't want to single you out. What we are doing, Senator Fagg, we are introducing ourselves, which you should know your name, hopefully you know your district number, and name the counties or partial counties that you represent, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I apologize for being late. I don't know which number on the deal is here, but I will review this and be a little more prompt here. I'm District 14. My name is Mike Fagg, and I live in El Dorado. I represent the northern half of Butler, Greenwood, Chase, Marion, and McPherson. That's kind of the areas that I have. So it kind of wraps around the northeast side to the north side of Wichita. So it's an honor being here and excited to get to work with all of you.
So you were late, so you missed some of the instruction. You're supposed to brag on the chair. No, I'm just kidding. Let's go on to Senator Shane.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Senator Doug Shane from Senate District 37. That's the northern tier of Miami County and the southwestern corner of Johnson County.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Senator Brad Starnes, the 22nd District. I live outside of Riley in the country, and I represent Riley County.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Senator Craig Bowser, Senate District Number 1, all of Northeast Kansas, and arguably the best agricultural Senate district in the state. That district includes all of Atchison, Doniphan, Jackson, Brown, and Nemaha counties. I then have northern Leavenworth, northern Jefferson County, and about half of Marshall County, the eastern and southern portions of Marshall County. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Good morning, Mr. Chair. Thank you for, I apologize for being a few minutes late as well. I'm still catching my feet and being brand new in the Senate, but I appreciate being here on the Ag Committee this morning. My name is Silas Miller. I represent parts of Sedgwick County, southeast Wichita and northwest Wichita, and a little bit there in the middle. And to brag on the chair a little bit, I love a maroon suit. So, thank you.
Senator Miller, welcome to the committee, and particularly if you're going to continue to brag on the chair. That'd be okay.
You can count on me.
Okay. A new member to our committee this year, a new senator this year, came over from the House. You were in the House for how many sessions?
3 years, so 1.5 terms.
3 sessions.
3 sessions, yes.
See, here, as a senator, we want to just stick with the question that's asked.
Yes, sir.
A little bit of training, but no. Good to have you on the committee, Senator Miller. All right, Senator Blue.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Senator Tori Marie Blue, I live in Barton County, which is the largest population county in my district. Great Bend is the largest town, so keep that in mind at 14,000 people. I'm from western Kansas. I have 11 counties. I have Ellsworth, Rice, Barton, Stafford, Pratt, Rush, Pawnee, Edwards, Kiowa, Comanche, and Ness. I had to look it up I didn't want to miss one. I tend to do that sometimes. And I just want to say that Senator Bowser's, that was some fighting words you just said over there. And I may be a woman, but I'm willing to fight over agriculture. Thank you.
Oh, great. Now we've got a committee. Senator Bowser, see what you started. I got a text from Senator Titus this morning that he's got a touch of the flu, and he will not be here probably the rest of the week. So as you think of him and want to mention him in prayer, he would appreciate that. I did look, and he represents 3 counties in this area. I don't remember the county names, but 3 counties. Senator Francisco, our new ranking member on the committee. She's been on the committee for many years. She's previously been the ranking member, my understanding. I was not aware of that. But Senator Ware retired, and that was just sort of a domino effect. We got Senator Miller to replace Senator Ware, and then we got Senator Francisco to replace Senator Ware as a ranking member on the committee. Senator Francisco.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I am Senator Marcy Francisco. I live in Lawrence. I represent Douglas County. Years ago, I was able to sit next to Senator Peck and discuss some of the bills as they were being presented in the Ag Committee, and I always appreciated his sharp eye and attention to detail, so I'm glad to have the seat next to him once again.
Senator Reichman, you did catch on. If you notice, Republicans, both of our colleagues from across the aisle, had some good things to say about the chairs. But the reason I asked you to list the counties, I was curious as to how many Kansas counties, how many of the 105 Kansas counties are represented on this committee. And if I kept the numbers right, it looks like 49 counties are represented in full or in partial, which means you never represent part of a county, you represent the entire county. So not quite half of the counties of our state are represented on the Agriculture Committee. And with this being an ag state, I thought, well, it'd just be interesting to find out how much of the state is actually represented county-wise. Now, next thing on the agenda is to review the committee rules. They're pretty standard. However, committee, particularly for our new member, but for the rest of you, as a reminder, you will see number 9 is bolded. That is different from any other committee that I have ever sat on. Committee members are expected to address conferees by their title. So it is not, for example, it is not Tamara, it's Senior Assistant Revisor Lawrence. And it's never by a first name. Will you be punished? No, I'll let it slide a time or two, but then I will start calling you out. So please just recognize a person by their title, a conferee or staff member or senator. And the reason is I like to maintain a certain level of decorum and respect in the committee. There are states, my understanding, that that is a requirement by legislators. You always address someone by their title in committees. I heard that several years ago, and I thought, well, when I become a chair, when I grow up and become a chair, I'm going to adopt that rule. So that is one rule that will be different, but I would ask you to read over the rules and just become familiar. They're, again, pretty basic. Now, to the fun part, request for bill introductions. I understand that we will have some bill introductions this morning, and Senator Shane, do you have 1 or 2 or 3 or 4?
Maybe even 100, Mr. Chair. No, I have one for myself, and then I will also be introducing 2 on behalf of Senator Titus. So the first is on behalf of myself. The RS number is 26 RS 2733, an act concerning animals.
Okay, we'll just go with that since that's all your explanation for now.
I can disclose more if you'd like me to, Mr. Chair. It's related to surrendered animals to shelters and the ability to send those animals to foster care if they're neonatal animals, so puppies and kittens.
All right, thank you. So without objection, that bill will be introduced as a committee bill. Is there objection? Seeing none, the bill will be introduced. Senator Shane.
Okay. And these next 2, again, are on behalf of Senator Kenny Titus. The first is RS 2745 regarding food additives in school lunches.
Without objection, that bill will be introduced. Seeing no objection, the bill will be introduced. Senator Shane.
And the next is RS 2538 regarding criteria for grants from the Water Project and Technical Assistance Funds.
Without objection, that bill will be introduced as a committee bill. Is there objection? Seeing none, the bill will be introduced. Committee members, are there other? I was not aware of any. You do not have to notify the chair, but it's kind of nice if you do. But are there other bills to be introduced as committee bill members? Seeing none, I was not made aware of any from the audience, so we will not recognize anyone from the audience today. If they have one, they will ask the chair, and then I will recognize them tomorrow. We will be meeting tomorrow. And tomorrow we will have introduction of bills, and then we will go into executive session for legislative post-audit report. I received a report as a member of the Joint Committee on Kansas Security from post-audit, and it was an executive session. It does need to stay in executive session, so we will have an executive session tomorrow. As we receive that report, I thought it was beneficial for this committee to be aware of the information in that report. Next week, we will have the great privilege of starting on some budgets. I had hoped to jump in on some bills. We may have an opportunity, but we have 3 budgets, if I remember correctly, that we will be hearing and working next week. We will have a total of 5 budgets, which that's the wish of the Ways and Means Chair for the Standing Committee to work the agriculture budget, the Wildlife and Parks budget, the Kansas State Fair budget, the Water Office budget, and then there is another budget, Kansas Department of Health and Environment Division. So there will be 5. We'll hear and work 3 next week because they are to be reported out on the 27th. Reported out means that I will have the honor of reporting to the Ways and Means Committee what this committee determined regarding those agency budgets. Then we'll have 2 more that we will work on the following week. We do have several bills of interest that I know are coming our way. Revisers backed up just a little bit, but we'll get those in and queued up for hearing, and then we'll see what the committee wishes to do with the bills that we have hearings on in the committee. Is there anything further for the good of the committee? Senator Reichman.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I don't know if it's good to the committee, but for clarification, when you're talking about an executive session, that means just for us, would be nobody in the audience, or how does that work? Thank you.
Good question. It will be for the committee members, legislative post-audit, and we will invite a member of the agency that is audited in case they wish to be in here. But no, unless we as a committee invite someone into executive session, the mics will be turned off and the gallery will be emptied, and we will visit about things in executive session. I have nothing further, and I see that we failed to get my gavel in the room, so we won't gavel out, but we will adjourn, which is the same. So thank you for being here. We do start at 8:30 in the future. I'm not looking at anyone in particular, but in any event, I know this was the first one, so we're just getting our feet under us, but we'll be good to go. The reason is, particularly for our new member on the House side, this took a lot, Senator Miller, for me to learn. On the Senate side, you have a committee meeting, and then you immediately go to another one. We have 1 hour, whereas on the House side, you have an hour and a half. You have a 30-minute between committee meetings. So on the Senate side, we're just a little more efficient in the House. With that, Senator Starnes.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And just for reference sake, I'm not going to remember Tamara's official title. Do we just refer her as the reviser?
You can refer to her as Revisor Lawrence or Assistant Revisor Lawrence or Senior Assistant Revisor Lawrence, but you don't refer to her as Tamara, Revisor Tamara, or anything. You use the last name.
Thank you, sir.
But yes, good enough is Revisor Lawrence.
Appreciate that.
Sure. All right, with that committee, we are adjourned.